Good morning. That was a nice night. We had our lasagna, our chips, our salad. It was really yummy. We also had some chocolate Bavarian, so treated ourselves a little bit. And we are now heading to Woolworths to do our grocery shop for this coming week. Yeah, it was good. We used the opportunity to plan a bit more of our trip, so we did a little bit of planning with not New South Wales, with Northern Territory and Queensland. Not too much, but just a little bit. And then, yeah, also edited some videos, took the opportunity to schedule a couple on YouTube because the Wi-Fi was great. And yeah, happy days.
And then we had leftover lasagna sandwiches for breakfast.
We did. Not very
great.
Healthy. Renee, if you're watching this, my PT, you're not watching this. All right, just put up to do some shopping, and guess what, guys? Look where we are. Can you see that sign that says
Aldi.
LD. That does not mean that you're getting extra alcohol because you already got a slab the other day and you still got some left.
No, it's not.
But that means it's a lot cheaper for us, hopefully. All right, shopping's all done. We ended up getting most things from Aldi, but as always, had to go to Coles for a few extra things. Shopping came in at about $140, which is pretty good for the week. I needed a new necklace, so the Plaza had a Lavisa. I went and got one of those, not a necessity, but my other one broke, so got a new one of those. I had 3 for $15, so just grabbed 3 cheapies, and also grabbed some more earrings because I brought my wedding earrings away with us, and one of them accidentally fell down a drain as I was washing my makeup off. It like pushed out of my ear and fell down the drain. Lucky they were also from Lavisa and not expensive, so I just got another pair of those, and then the pairs were 4 for $12, so I got some extra pairs of those. We also had to get a lightning cord for our phone to charge it because it broke. You know what phone cables are like. That's it, I think. Yeah, done.
So we figured before we leave Albany, we'd actually go and check what there is around here. So we've arrived at Middleton Beach and we're just walking out to it, so we'll take some photos here. It's bloody windy. Like very windy and cold. There's some massive ships out there.
Alright, we are going to go to a place called The Gap, or Natural Bridge. It's like a bridge that overlooks some cliffs and there's water underneath. So we're going to go and check that out.
Alright, we've just rocked up at The Gap, or Natural Bridge. Go get a closer look. Fortunately, it's very windy, so the drone will not be coming out. But this is a nice path up to it. That is the natural bridge over there, but we'll go have a look at that in a minute. Just go and check out The Gap. Like I said, it is very windy. Oh, that's trippy, eh? Oh, fuck it, I think that was... Cool. Unfortunately, it is so windy. I've taken my hat off just in case. Right, so this is Nature's Bridge.
People have trucked stuff down there before.
That is pretty cool. Geez, the water must come right up. I saw a sign that said blowholes and whaling station. So we have followed those signs and we have arrived at the blowhole one. Apparently it picks and chooses when it wants to actually blow. You got to read the sign, and the swell's got to be right and the wind's got to be right. So yeah, we're gonna go have a look and see if she's blowing. No blowholes. Killer view. Found the gap in the rock. Oh, that was a good one, but there's no water that come out of it. Water mustn't be high enough. That scared the shit out of me. There's another one down there, obviously, somewhere. You can hear them, but it's so loud and scary. So we finished up at Blowhole Beach. Wasn't much water coming out the holes, only the air I suppose. But we are now at the whaling station, so we're going to go see how much it costs to go in, or if it does cost anything. And yeah, take some photos. This is the entrance. It's huge. That the white wallaby. I assume that that is a spine.
Alright, so we've decided to go in. It was $35 per person, but it includes all of the spots on this map. And they give you some glasses, so we'll find out what they're for. So we're just going to scan these and go in. In you go. You have to push that.
Oh. Check out the glasses. There's all the shells in here. And starfish. Look at the size of that starfish there. Wow, that's going to be one of the biggest shells I've ever seen. Compared to my hand. Hey, there's a pufferfish.
Look at the size of these shells.
Oh no, that one's bigger than that one over there.
Holy far out.
That is... Somebody had a lot of time to stack all of this, I can say that much. And they've done well. Holy!
This was trying to tell you.
That one's massive.
Wow, this
What a
is
job.
so aesthetically pleasing. And the pink coral, look at that. Wow. Oh, you showed this on the video. So there's this board, right, where you can have a look at shell classifications quiz, but then you can also have a look at the animal inside the shell. So it has like all of the different animals and what their shell looks like. How cool is that? Is that not like the coolest thing you've ever seen?
Huh.
Scallops. Wow.
Potato scallops.
That is so cool. Giant clams. Wow. I think I'm ready for the quiz.
It's a little wizard.
Incorrect. Oh, I know I said that. I'm not playing anymore.
So cool. This whaling station is great. We've only been into 2 rooms so far, but it is just awesome. Check out the old school bloody steady spotlights. That is so cool. I thought this was pretty cool. This is called a binacle, and apparently it holds the ship's compass. So in that hole down there, you can fit your compass to it. It takes 2 men to lift the harpoon into the gun. Here is a replica of the boat. That is a harpoon. And that is the knife. Looks like a hockey stick, but there's a boy's hard at it. Definitely a messy workplace. It would take ages to get the smell out of anything. With a fella sharpening the flensing knife, they call it. That is a big job. I've scummed some animals in my life, but That is huge.
It said on another one that they can do 8.
We're about to board the mothership. Off the plank, you scurvy dog. This is pretty cool. That's a tight fit. Bit of rust happening. This is the engine room. Tell you what, I don't honestly, we were just saying we don't know how they walked on here when the ship was moving. You'd have to be a midget.
Wait, like we'd have to take on some water. So like imagine.
Where's the motor? For those that are interested in the motor, it's pretty cool. 4-cylinder motor that puts out 1750 horsepower. There's the toilet and there's the shower. This is the engineers' cabins, whether they slept. How's this for a bloody steering setup? Obviously that goes up to the column at the top, the steering wheel. It's all steam assisted. Bit of power steering. That's cool. Land ahoy! This is the chef's kitchen. There's his hot water service up there. Couple of burners. This is the radio room. And you got a movie up here. Full speed ahead. Ropes. Harpoon gun. You actually still move it and everything. Oh, it's so narrow. So cool. So much storage. Explosives. Down with that. Heaps better than Snap-on. On tipping it is 3/4 Whitworth. It's got a 3, it's not going to focus. It's got a 3/4W. It's pretty cool. Never actually seen Whitworth tools. Oh, sit crane. Shit, yeah. These are the cool rooms.
This one would be the cool room because it only has one of those, but that would be the freezer.
Yeah, this one's got, it's even got a shelf. It's got all the pipes on either wall. These are the oil tanks that they use to cook the whale meat and harvest the oil and store it in here. So we just listened to this little thing, you press the button and it tells you all about the sperm whale oil, and one singular sperm whale can hold up to 7 tons of oil, and apparently these storage units right here can hold up to 100 sperm whales worth of oil. So that's a lot. What do you see?
Waves.
This is so cool. So interesting, we just watched a movie about what the oil was used for and how it all got shut down in the end. Barrel 12 gauge hard to see with those skylight. They are the bullets. That is the whetstone used to sharpen all their knives and cutting equipment. And there is a head saw here. But they used to obviously cut the heads off. Geez, she's a flimsy blade. It's shown as huge. We've just come to the museum.
Okay.
There is an 11-metre sperm whale. It's a lot of bones. I thought the sperm whale was big out there, but this is a blue whale, or a pygmy blue whale. That is massive. Give that a read, that's pretty interesting.
Here's a friendly face you haven't seen in a while, because old camera hog. But we're in one of the, what are they called? The
oil storage.
Oil containers, or tanks, yeah, that's a better word. Where it can hold the blubber of up to 100 whales in here. And we are waiting for a 3D show with our glasses. Yeah, so we've got 2 minutes to go. And at the start, I sort of made a comment about it being $35 per person, and Kev too, but we take it back. We've been here for hours and it is so fun. So much to do.
Well, that was it for the whole tour.
We've been here for probably, I reckon, 2.5 hours. We got here at 1:40 and the time is, what, 4:17, so we've been here for a long time.
We've had fun though. We learnt a lot.
It's actually been really interesting. Like, I wouldn't say fun, like you're not hanging out to have fun, but it's been so interesting, and just like, you just, I don't know, everything you look at, you're just like, wow.
It's amazed. So yeah, we highly recommend doing it.
All right, we've just pulled up to camp for tonight. We found a nice little spot along the Hay River, just near Denmark in WA. Opens right up, the river is right here. Bit steep to go down, but it'll be right. Maybe we'll cast a few lures out there and see if I can't lose any. Kev's set out the awning so that dries. That hasn't been set out since Lucky Bay a couple of days ago, and it was really wet, so it needs to dry. Rooftop's up, and yeah.
I nearly died just climbing up the rooftop ladder. One of the freaking things must have clicked in. I literally took the first step, second step, third step, and then the ladder just went bang, and I was like, look at that.
Bit windy. I've flown the drone up, so I'll chuck that footage up. I tried to get a couple of shots from up above, but yeah, it was a little bit windy, so I brought the drone back down. There's also a lot of trees, and when it blows around, if the blades hit one of those trees, it'll just go straight into the river. So did the best I could. I'll pop that up for you guys to have a look at. But yeah, time to cook some dinner. Good morning. We have woken up again to some rain, but we were able to pack up the rooftop and the awning before it started coming down a bit heavier. Plan today is heading towards Walpole-Nornalup National Park. It's also where Valley of the Giants are. Apparently there's like a big group of trees, so obviously valley full of giant trees. We stayed last night at, I think I already said this, but at Hay River. So we had a nice little spot on the river. I was able to fly the drone up, but obviously the footage I got was the footage you go and get, because it wasn't that great and it was pretty windy. So yeah, had some brekkie this morning, coffee and those baby apple puree things, or like puree baby food. That shit slaps. It's actually really good. It's cheap and it tastes really good, and it's easy, and it stores really well in the fridge. So had those for brekkie, had a coffee, and yeah. Last night we also had a visitor to our camp. We were in the rooftop tent and I could hear this like scurrying on the ground and rustling noise in the leaves, and I was like, what is that? And I was like, is it a fox? Is it, because it sounded really big. And I was like, is it a kangaroo? But it was not moving like a kangaroo. Like a kangaroo, you just hear like a little crunch every now and then. If it was just like, you know how they like not hop, but sort of pull themselves forward and then stop for a bit and pull themselves forward. Anyway, this was like sort of continuous and quick scurrying or scratching sounds. So I lifted up the side of the rooftop and had the head torch and put it on it, and it was a huge rat, like a massive rat. And I said to Kev, oh my God, look at this rat. And he was like, is there a rat? No, it's not a rat. It'll be something else. And I was like, no, it's a rat. Anyway, went to the back of the car and then we heard it again. So I was like, come here, like, look at this. And sure enough, I think it was a rat. I don't know if WA has bandicoots. We have those back at home, but it didn't look big enough to be a bandicoot. It just looked like a really big, like, native rat or something. But anyway, I'll pop the footage up and you can tell us what you think it was because it looked pretty big. Anyway, that's today's plan.
Right, on the way we stopped at Williams Bay in Denmark, is it?
Yep.
Yep, Denmark. We are currently at Elephant Rocks, which we're going to walk down to and take some photos of. And
hopefully
then
get the drone up if it doesn't rain.
Yeah, hopefully get the drone up. But lately our luck with the drone has just been terrible. And then we've also got Green's Pool as well that we're going to go do, which is just down the road, down that way. So yeah, we'll go do them. Onto the walk. So that is Elephant Rocks. They're friggin' massive. There's heaps of massive rocks here. We managed to get some drone footage at the Elephant Rocks. It's not much, but we got a little bit. But we're currently walking down to Green's Pool, where it is currently starting to rain, so I don't know if we'll get any here. This looks cool as. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thought someone was drowning.
Wait, you thought we'd pull out the camera and film it.
Yeah, fuck it.
If that was you.
That looks great. Can confirm, no drone footage. It just started pissing down.
I am like, look at my hat and everything.
Holly's like, oh, we'll just wait it out. We'll just wait it out. It shouldn't be too long. And they just started absolutely pelting down. Oh yeah, sorry. Right, a quick costume change because we were absolutely drenched, but we are now at the Valley of the Giants. This place reminds me a lot of Nuji. There's just massive green, big trees everywhere. I think it was $21 to do it per person, so we're going to go in and check it all out. Big old wood. The trunk on that one. Oh, that sun's in the background. Righto. There is the catwalk. It's actually, the weather is really nice here. Must have just been down near Hay River where it was terrible.
So there is a sign here that says no drones. I looked on the website and couldn't see anything about flying drones, whether you're allowed to or not, so I did bring it on my little side here, but yeah, no drones. So unfortunately we cannot fly it, but that's all right. We've got our camera and Kev's got the phone, and we'll just try and get the best footage we can.
Let the journey begin. Oh, by the way, Ben, we've swapped jumpers for the day. Hope that's alright. I know you gifted it to me, but... Wow, this thing just keeps bouncing. It's so weird. We're just walking next to it, it's all boinging and... Oh, he's tripping out. Oh, that's mint. I love it. Feels like you're jumping on a trampoline, sort of.
Well, when you're walking, you can't really feel it.
You know when you go to bed and it still feels like you're jumping on the trampoline? That's what it feels like. That's so cool. This is one of the best things we've ever done. We're already so high off the ground. This one doesn't bounce as much. Oh yeah, it does. It's not until you stop.
Yeah, when you stop, I feel like it.
This is the second platform view. We're up a very long way. Some of these trees are just freaking huge though. Holly's a bit scared.
I'm not scared. I just don't like, I don't mind heights, but I don't like heights with movement or heights with wind. Don't like that. Or heights so you can see underneath. But
Yeah, this. Yeah, basically all heights she just described. Wow. I'm just going to be filming a whole lot of trees, just to let you know. That's all there really is here, so. This is pretty fun though. Pretty cool. Actually don't know how long it goes for, but we'll find out I guess. Congratulations, you're at the highest point of the treetop walk, 40 metres above ground level. The red tingle trees still tower above you. They can reach a height of nearly 70 metres. That's massive. Right, this bit here just shows you how high off the ground this is. So that's Holly walking over there, and then that's the ground all the way down there. It's starting to sway a fair bit as well.
This is so cool but so scary at the same time. As soon as the wind blows you can like feel this whole thing swaying, and you can see through the ground to the bottom. And oh, we're getting down to like not very high now, but at one point back there we were 40 metres above and it was scary. Alright, that's it. It's 650 metres in total. And then there's an extra bit that you can do as well. So, well actually I'm pretty sure this treetop walk is 500 metres, because on the website it says that it's all abilities 500 metres, and then you can do the extra 150 if you're able to. So yeah, this is awesome that it's wheelchair accessible for people that cannot walk, can still enjoy it, which is fabulous. And as I'm saying that, there's this massive tree again. They're just everywhere, hence the name Valley of the Giants, I think. Okay, I was wrong. I don't know how long the treetop walk is, but this one that we're doing now is called the Ancient Tree Walk, and it is 650 metres of all abilities, or you can do 500 metres if you're able to. So yeah, we're walking down here, we'll see what we can find along the way. These trees all happen to have holes in the roots of them, like in the base. And it is so cool. You're not allowed to walk over there because apparently if you walk on the ground it can damage the roots, because the roots of these trees are so fine. We've reached Grandma Tingle, who was named because of her gnarled and wrinkled appearance and her distinct face, which gives her an almost human character. So in the past apparently she was called Gatekeeper because she was like watching over the forest. And this is 12 metres in circumference and 34 metres high and about 400 years old. So I'll get an angle from over there. There you go, there's another angle. So yeah, 12 metres around and 34, was it, high, I think? And she goes up a fair way. How beautiful. Alright, this one is called Red Tingle, and it is 75 metres tall. All that, but looks like it's been broken
20 metres
up there.
in girth. A lot of girth.
That's huge. Look how big the tree is. So it says that the holes in the middle are created by just weather over time, as well as insects and like fungal things, and then the fire goes in the middle and burns it all out. And Kev also just read that they need over a metre of rain every year just to survive, so it's pretty cool. And this sign says don't tread on Tingle's toes, so that's what I was saying before about how they have really shallow small roots. So there you go. So you know how this morning I was telling everyone, or telling you guys about the rat that I saw? Now I'm starting to think it was perhaps a quokka, although I thought quokkas hop, and the thing that we saw last night did not hop, but it looked nearly exactly the same as this. So let me know. Here's another one that you can walk in. It's pretty cool. There's a big hollow. Oh, hello. This just shows you how shallow the roots are of these trees. That is so cool. So this is King Tingle. I'm just gonna leave it there for you. And he's massive. So apparently it's the only one here that hasn't been completely burnt out in the hollows, but you can see that there is a little bit from past fires on his bark, it says on the sign. And every 4 years in the summertime, King Tingle has a crowning glory of small white flowers, and you can see those here. This one is so cool. Have a look at that. So it looks like on the inside, clearly very burnt. So cool though. How cool is this?
Oh, yeah.
Guys, I figured out what it is. It is a southern brown bandicoot. So you do get bandicoots in Western Australia. I thought when I first saw it, it could have been a bandicoot, but I didn't know whether Western Australia has some. But this is what we saw last night, so not a rat, it's a bandicoot. All right, we just finished the treetop walk and came out and did the other walk as well. So we're just back at the car and we're gonna make some lunch and then make a bit of a plan about what we are going to do next. Okay, we are done here at Valley of the Giants. That was so cool. One of the best experiences ever. A bit scary, but it was really cool. Lunch was amazing. I made a salad sandwich, and as always, don't mean to toot my own horn, but my salad sandwiches are the best, so that was great. Kev also had some tuna salad as well, so he reckons he's very full. But we are just heading to our campsite for tonight, which we have something written down, but we don't really have the best reception right now, and I thought we'll just have a look around the area and see if there's anything better or what's around, and yeah, see whether we stick with our plan or change ideas. So stay tuned. We're just gonna drive out of here for now and try and find some better reception and then go from there.
So 45 minutes up the road is our camp spot. It's called Banksia Campground or Banksia Track. We're in number 2. I think there's 6 all up you can pick from. Number 4 has the best view, but it's going to be the windiest, so we've just chosen here. Be less windy, and it'd probably better suit us, to be honest, because we're going to go fishing and try and catch nothing again. So yeah, stay tuned.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's rain absolutely pelting down where we are here. Thank goodness where we are has this awesome rotunda that you can use, and it has like benches and there's a sink, no tap, but a sink that you can use. Yeah, picnic tables here, undercover. So we've just cooked dinner here and just sitting under here after going fishing for tonight. So, boy, have we got to catch you up on some stuff. Well, first things first, we got here, found a spot, took the rods out and went down to the beach. Kev said we'll just take the surf rod and my Shimano, just small, like 3 to 5 kilo rod. I said to him, oh, I reckon take my good pen one that goes up to 15 kilos. And he's like, no, we'll take the little one. All right, cool, no worries. Make our way down to the beach, tie a head on the big surf rod and just tie some, like put some pippies on the smaller one. Cast them out, probably, I reckon maybe like 10, 15 minutes later, and Kev hooks a massive, massive salmon and reels it in like it's jumping out of the water. Mind you, I got some of this on video on my iPhone, so I'll pop that up so you can see it. Not amazing footage, but we didn't take this camera down. And my rod snaps, because it's not the rod that you use for salmon that big. So if you had taken the pen rod, it could have been a different story. But anyway, Shimano snaps.
I wasn't planning on catching anything.
No, and you know, that's our second Shimano that snapped. So we're not very happy with Shimano at the moment. But anyway, all jokes aside, like that rod should not have been used for that fish anyway. So whatever, rod snapped and the fish was gone. Then he proceeds to go up and get my pen rod and catches another 2 on the rod as well, except every time he brought them up to the rocks, they just went. They like broke the line, took the hook, whatever, gone. He did manage to catch a small bay trout, which was probably about 25 centimeters or so. And he let it go in a little rock pool and we just left it there. He went to chuck it into the ocean, but it didn't go in and just stayed in a rock pool, and we're like, whatever. About an hour and a half passed and we thought we might use that bay trout and cut it up for some bait. Anyway, so he gutted it. Sorry, not gutted it, he cut it and bled it, and we kept the water that we bled it in and poured that into the ocean, hoping to attract some sharks for our heads of the whiting that we'd had from Izzy's find.
That it did?
That it did. So I reckon, there was probably
6 bronzies.
Yeah, 6 bronze whalers. I don't actually know what type they were, but there's another story as how we know that. So bronze whalers apparently, and they were, I reckon, a good 2.5 meters, like some of them, like big sharks.
At least 5 foot.
Anyway, all like in front of us. I also got some of that on footage as well, so hopefully I'll be able to pop that up. And then, anyway, so chuck the surfy out, we're having some fun, and then Kevin and I in the distance, mind you, while all this is happening, can see a massive fire roaring up in the hills, and we know that there's no fires here, so we keep saying to each other, like, should we stay here? Like, are we in danger? Like, there's no reception here, so we were like, oh goodness, like, I hope it's all right. Anyway, this ranger comes down and we're like, oh, okay. Like, she's walked down, she has a chat to us. She's like, hey, are you planning on staying tonight? And we're like, yep. Anyway, she's actually a firefighter, and she was telling us that a lightning bolt yesterday, possibly yesterday, maybe today, has started a massive fire up in the hills that they had choppers and everything in for trying to put out. I have a photo of that, all the smoke too, so I'll pop that in. Anyway, so she comes down, and while she's talking, Kev hooks on to this massive thing, and we're like, oh my god, it's a shark. Like, as she's talking, we're like, oh my god, it's a bronze whaler. Like, no joke, as the reel took off, you could see the shark in the water like twist and turn. But it wasn't a shark. It was a 75 centimeter salmon that he was able to reel in. So I grabbed some shots of it. Wasn't able to video it because this lady was still talking to me, and I was like, oh, I'm really sorry, like I'm gonna have to go, because I was trying to get it on video and trying not to be rude because she was helping us out. Anyway, so I got some photos, I'll pop those up there. He's chuffed with himself. So we were gonna release it and put it back in the water, except for some reason a lot of blood came out of it while he was holding it. Not sure why or how that happened, whether it was just moving and something happened.
It flipped and my thumb might have pierced its gill or something.
Yeah, I don't know. If anyone knows, let us know, because yeah, it just started absolutely pissing out blood. So obviously it died, so we kept it, filleted it, that's in the freezer to try, and chucked it back out. Anyway, the sharks just swarmed in after that. They were everywhere. And I think tables are turned, because normally I'm the one who hooks all the fish, but I did not even get a single bite tonight, and we were out there for hours. Meanwhile,
you really did.
Well, I reckon it was a ray, but it was like the tiniest little nibbles here and there, nothing, like not even anything in comparison, and he's hooked that many fish tonight. It is not even funny. So long story short, after all of that happened, we've got the fish, got the photos. The fire brigade lady told us that she goes, are you staying here tonight? We said, yep. She goes, yep, probably better, because you can't actually leave out the road at the moment. So she said she'll let us know in the morning when it's safe to leave. Otherwise, we're safe enough just to stay here. So we'll stay here. It is absolutely bucketing with rain, like I said earlier, so I don't think we're in any danger. If we are, we'll just drive down to the beach and stay on the sand, but whatever. Then we come up here to cook dinner, and I've been looking forward to this meal forever. I've literally gone to the shops and got everything for Marry Me Chicken. If you know, you know. Marry Me Chicken is the best. If you haven't had it, you need to Google it and make it. Got all the stuff, got the really good sun-dried tomatoes, fresh basil, like all the stuff that you need for it, and start making it, and we run out of gas. So our pasta is half cooked. The chicken is just cooked, thank the Lord, because I would rather have half cooked pasta than half cooked chicken. So anyway, we stirred it all together. Kev loved it, he frothed it, he finished his and pretty much most of mine because I didn't want to eat it. I was quite full anyway, and I didn't really like it because the pasta wasn't cooked, and I'm really fussy. But anyway, that was just the icing on the cake for me tonight. So Kev's had a marvelous day. He's hooked some great fish, he's had a great feed, he's like more than happy. Me, not so much today. Like, it's been an interesting day, but far out. Like,
I will admit, I was a bit of a grub.
Yeah, actually I forgot to tell that.
Because right before the third one I got that snapped off.
The third one.
Holly goes, give me a shot. And
no, I said, can I please have a shot?
Yeah.
And he totally fucking ignored me.
I cast it out, and within 5 seconds of it hitting the ground, I was on. And then I just... That
one ended up snapping off as well. But
yeah,
and then after that, there was probably a good hour and 15 minutes of nothing. Like, yeah. we nearly went in because it was actually, absolutely nothing.
The second one we reeled in, when it got close to the rocks, there was a whole school of them following it.
Yeah.
I saw 30 of them at least.
Massive.
40, 50 centimetres long.
Yeah.
And they were all just following it.
Yeah, like that hour and 15 or so that we had nothing, that's when we decided to cut up the bay trout and bleed it in the water and try and attract some sharks or something and use some bigger hooks. But
that was still the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Within 15 minutes we had bloody massive sharks everywhere.
So anyway, amongst all of my fish catching, I always make sure that I try and share the rod and give it to Kev and give him a shot. But he gets the shakes and he gets all like
adrenaline.
Pumped up, and I'm like, just chill, mate. Like, just calm down.
Have you seen the hike back to the car from the beach? I sprinted up, grabbed the pen rod, and then sprinted back and nearly died of an asthma attack, I reckon. I was wheezing.
Yeah, it's not fun on the way up. Very steep.
I had to come back and grab the knives to fillet it, and then I was absolutely rooted.
But anyway, that's our night. So hopefully the rain subsides. When I checked, we have no service, like I said, so I can't check now. But when I did check, we can't even send any photos to people to show them the fish. But when I did check, the rain wasn't supposed to stop till like 3 o'clock this morning. So we'll just see. I don't even know what the time currently is. My phone's somewhere. It's nearly dead. So yeah, that's tonight. Kev's super chuffed. I'm actually really chuffed too, because it would have been worse if he walked out with absolutely nothing. So he caught a really great salmon. That's our first decent fish of the trip. So couldn't be happier with that. It's great. And we could have had an extra 3 if he had just listened and got the pen rod and not had a snapped rod. But anyway, that's okay. The snapped rod was all for good things. It was for a big salmon. What
stories are made of?
That's it. All right. Done.
Honoured. Man, I've never seen so many mozzies in my life. Last night we just got absolutely peppered. There was thousands of them. and it hasn't stopped raining all night, but you know, we've done what we can do. I need to drive the car because we've had no sun the past 3 days. It's been very overcast, so my third battery is on 70% and it's going down. So yeah, we need some sunny weather, please.
Alright, don't have much battery left, but there's also supposed to be a big thunderstorm today. So we're currently just having a coffee and brekkie and waiting for the fire brigade lady or whoever else comes out to tell us that it is safe to leave. There's been a lot of rain, so hopefully the fire's under control and we can leave soon. Alright, we just went for another fish while we're waiting to hear from the fire brigade, and no luck. Did see the shark again, but yeah, no luck fishing. Gentleman from the fire brigade came down, told us it's all clear. So plan is to leave. We need to get some reception. We also need to find some gas, obviously, because we ran out of gas yesterday. So plan is to fill the 4-kilo gas bottle, get another little backup gas bottle for the hyperflame, and then we need to... Alright, camera died, but we've got another battery in it. So yeah, we need to fill up the gas bottles for the hyperflame and get a spare one, and then we also are almost out of jet boil gas as well, so we may as well get another one of those. And then our Patrol Australia table that we already had to replace one of the little... what are they called?
Oh, I don't even know. Like a... I honestly don't know what they're called.
It's like a little nut that comes through and you twist it to lock it. I don't know, like a lock nut or whatever it is. It's not really even a nut. Anyway, it's just like a mechanism that locks the table in. We already had to replace one a couple of weeks ago in South Australia, and the other one now needs replacing. So yeah, they're not the best. Like, to be honest, we have been doing a lot of like corrugated roads and things, but the tables are made for backs of four drives, so a bit disappointing that we had to replace those, but it's not too expensive to do that.
Yeah,
so
charge an arm and a leg for them.
If we can find, yeah, for the tables, not the little bits we need. And the table itself is like $800. But anyway, the little mechanism we need isn't that expensive. So if we can find like a bearing shop or anything like that, we'll see if we can get to that as well. But that's the plan. So this is the fire still currently smoking from yesterday that we could see up on the hill. We're just driving back out now.
Gee whiz.
And yeah, the smoke was so big that, yeah, you could tell it was a massive fire. That's why we kept saying to each other, we're like, are we right to be here? Or, but yeah, fire out. Really did burn a whole lot of bush. Just keeps going the whole way up on both sides.
It's still smouldering.
It is, yeah, just completely black, still fire trucks and that out. We have arrived at BCF. The time is 3:07, so it's taken us a couple of hours to get here, but we have arrived at Bustleton, so we'll go and get what we need from BCF and then check into our caravan park for tonight.